All right, so today should be quite an interesting day. We are back here by the river again, and I am taking this treacherous, steep dirt slope, which you may or may not recognize from the other video that we did this in the darkness. But anyway, so here's the game plan. This green plant structure has been here for a very long time. So the concept is that it has been attracting fish, all the local river fish, for quite a while, and that they've congregated and kind of set up shop here. And then now this morning they've wrapped it with this net, and then now we're here and there's a lot of energy and a lot of stuff going on, and we are going to pull the net in and see what fish have actually been trapped here. So the thing that's really cool about this is they're doing it for food. They're obviously hoping to get bigger fish and that sort of thing, and it's a food activity, not the dog that's taking taking a bath. But for me, my fish tank is set up. I want some more fish for the fish tank, and I will show you the fish tank later, but hopefully we can get some clown loaches and some different things, something interesting, maybe some snakeheads or who knows what. But we are going to try our best and see what we can get. So we're going to be watching very closely for the little fish and putting them into water, while the bigger food fish will end up going into the nets and that sort of thing for food. So everybody here, today's Saturday, so all the kids are out of school and everyone's kind of running around and doing whatever it is that they do on their days off. So it's kind of interesting. The water level looks a little bit down from previous visits out here, but it's gonna be cool. And I'm excited because we already produced some fish out of here for the fish tank. So it should be good. Hey buddy, how's it going? Camera shy? All right, I'll show you guys more later. So you guys, this is really interesting, super productive. There's all kinds of stuff that came out of all these plants and all this. Snakes, eels, crabs, little shrimp, fish of course. I've seen house geckos running across the dirt. There's all kinds of stuff going on. I already see a couple different species. So there's some puff-faced water snakes in here. The Nigro ventralis, the ones with the black belly. very, very apparent in this particular one here. I saw some other interesting stuff in here. Here's a nice looking, also black belly with a full stomach, of course, eating something. And I saw this one here. Another water snake. And then there's crabs, like I said. It's a big puff face here. I haven't seen any super interesting fish for our tank. We already have a whole bunch of these marbled sand gobies in our tank. I think, is that a tilapia? A baby tilapia? Smaller version of this guy?
Yes.
This looks like a gourami of some sort. But I haven't seen anything like super interesting for the tank. I don't know, Apple, have you seen anything super cool?
They had a big crown knife. They separated over there.
Huge clown knife, but
yes.
that's too big for our tank. Well, it's not too big for our tank, but it's too big for what we want for our tank.
What are you looking for? Like a loaches or something like that?
Yeah, I'd like some loaches.
Sometimes they do have those.
These are the little shrimp that are in here. Glass shrimp or something. So we will see. Fingers crossed that we get something else. That's interesting blue color. Snakes bailing on us. Alright. So they're going to be pulling that net up and we'll see if we get any more stuff. But there's a very wide variety. You got these little tiny fish, and then the big fish went into the fish trap. It's in the water. So I'll show you those later. Some really big clown knife. So that's pretty cool.
What do you have here, babe?
This is hands down the biggest puff-faced water snake I have ever seen. This thing must be so old. Look at the size of the head. Holy cow, that's big. It's a big old female. Wow, that's massive. You guys, we heard a big old commotion and one of the guys is running up the mud bank with this gigantic puff face. I have never seen a puff face water snake this big. This animal must be really old. Look at the size of the head. It's a big old female. Man, oh man, just look at that. Man, that is huge. Wow. The bites on these snakes are actually really painful. Anything that eats fish usually has an incredibly strong bite, and they don't let go. Now this animal seems kind of lethargic, kind of old, whatever, but I'm still not going to take my chances. I don't want to get latched onto by this guy. Wow. Or this girl, rather. All right, so I'm going to let her go. I feel like she deserves extra respect for lasting this long. get her back in the water. She's probably responsible for many generations of babies here on this river. Oh, there she goes. She got some power. Wow, that was a big one. All right, so we are letting all of our snake friends go. They are happy to get back into the water. That's a pretty one.
Oh, this one is different.
Just needs to shed. And it'll show more of the pattern. Oh, there's one more. Go on, fatty. You got a big old meal in there. Dancing. Okay, they're getting ready to pull the net, so let's see what we can get out of here.
What do you have?
Oh, these snakes are just coming out of everything, everywhere. I'm going to fill this with some water. I'm going to let the snake go. Apple, what do you see? That's pretty wild looking. No? Should we get a bunch of these things?
Yes, sure.
Is there water?
Yes, that we like. Yeah, another one.
Yeah, there's a few. Maybe they school together and become pretty. So what'd you find up there, Apple?
Some catfish.
We have, I think, a baby knife fish.
Yes.
I don't think it's a clown knife.
Oh, I
the one
saw
without the
one or
spot?
two up there too. The one without the black
Just
spot.
silver color, yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's some red tail
I
something
saw,
in there.
yes, it's very pretty.
Yeah. All right, you guys, we got all kinds of fish. I don't even know what half this stuff is, but I can tell you here in this bucket, that is a very special little catfish that I'm really interested in. I have no idea what it is, how big it gets, if it's a baby or what. And then there's a loach in there, which is also pretty cool. And we have a lot of fish in these buckets over here. Some are pretty, some aren't doing so good. So we'll have to kind of do a rush job on it, but there's some knife fish in there. There's some tilapia, which we don't need. There's more marbled gobies. We don't need those. And it's just a whole bunch of stuff. There's some shrimp. So we'll have to sort through it and see what we're going to keep and what we're not, because we definitely don't need all of this stuff. But this is pretty interesting. That Wallago catfish is amazing, but it's so big. But I was hoping to get a small one of those. I really want one of those. Okay, so we had to rush home. I'm hungry, Apple's hungry. We were gonna go out there and have lunch, but the fish are not going to make it sitting there in these plastic boxes. So we're not that far from home, so we rushed home. The tank is set up, it's cycling. We're gonna put the fish in there, and then we are headed back and going to eat. So I'm just going to try to delicately put some of these fish in here. I do not know how the fish collectors in the middle of the Amazon do it, but it's definitely an art to it. I'm not soaking the water to get it up to temperature or anything like that because everything is just kind of warm here, so the fish don't need to be temperature cycled. I don't even know what all of these are, but some pretty cool looking fish nevertheless. And we will see what survives. Oh, good catch. Okay, you guys, the video would not be complete without me showing you these two gigantic fish. It's nice and quiet. I've eaten, Apple's eaten, everyone's eaten, and so things are more calm. So I wanted to take this opportunity to show you guys these big fish here. So that is the big clown knife, which is not going into my fish tank. It's just too big, it's going to eat everything. And this other one, as you guys can tell because I keep mentioning it, this thing is awesome. Although I don't know if I'll be able to hold it. I'm not familiar with what cuts and what stabs and everything else in these guys, but this is a Wallago catfish. They get bigger than this, quite a bit bigger than this, and as you can tell by that mouth, they can just eat anything. That gigantic mouth is just capable of just swallowing big fish. So that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna get in here before it flops its way out. But all right. So you guys, that's gonna conclude today's video for here. Our search for aquatic fish for our fish tank. That was a lot of fun. I always enjoy it. It's just so interesting. It's not particularly hot, but even on the days that it's just blazing hot, I still have so much fun. I forget about everything and my eyes just get focused on those nets coming out. There's always something super, super interesting to see. And we got some cool fish, as you saw, in our fish tank. So that is about it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate all your support, and we will see you in the next video. Take care.